today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cardinals and their offense in great starting field position. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it. This is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
19-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play. First down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss right. Freeman. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones will drop this one down to Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Fast, they're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 8 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Brought down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Jones to throw him. Third down. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're doing a long lot of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down.
On play action, it's Murray. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's second
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. Incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They do go for it. It's Murray. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he puts it through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own.
And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And 1.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. Nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. His throw incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
The kick is good.
A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the 1st out as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 42-yard.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And time to spotlight Golden Tate. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
21, Giants 6.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? First down, Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Corey Valentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get...
Golden Tate's going to go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there are certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Intended for
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
It's a gain of 56 yards.
That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, they have to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Makes the score Cardinals 31.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Give him 32 on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Incomplete. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones 6th to the Giants. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Shotgun now for Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Chark becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Check.
Jones throwing on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Let's go, Heavy.
Here's Jones to throw again. That's complete left side to Shepard. 20! And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw it, Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Yards to go.
Play fake, Murray. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up... Fourth.
3 plays and out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Stephon Gilmore.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Arizona.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DJ Shark ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Jones now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. The 30. Past the 20.
Oh, yeah.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.